Hey, good morning. Thank you so very much for being with me today. My name is Peter, and this is the sound of the city. I'm coming to you from beautiful San Diego, California, America's finest city. Loss. Loss is part of life. And at this stage in our lives, being in a post suicide attempt recovery, we're always working towards that. We live. And part of living, unfortunately, is losing. And when I say that, that could mean anything: loss of a job, loss of a car, loss of a boyfriend or a girlfriend, going through a divorce. Maybe you lost a material item like a necklace that meant a lot to you. Painful. People go through a grieving process, and I believe in it. But I also subscribe to the notion that people grieve in their own way at different levels. They have the 5 stages of grief, which later became the 7 stages of grief. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time with you about that, other than for you to realize that the important thing is to grieve, to pay some homage or pay some respect to what you've lost, and that will help you get through it. In the past, at least for me, when I would lose things, I didn't totally grieve. I didn't allow myself to process it completely. And I fully believe that contributed to why I tried to commit suicide so much. I didn't want to live life the way life was supposed to be lived. If something negative came up, if something bad came up, I ignored it, I blew it over, and I moved on. Unfortunately, those things build up, they accumulate, and then they get to you. What happened last week with me, and this is how I'm getting through it, and I hope my story will help you. I found out that a beloved family member of ours passed away. An amazing woman. She was older, but I felt like she had more time to go. I always kidded with her and told her, you're going to live to be 100 years old, because that's how good she took care of herself. We realized that she was ill, but we didn't quite realize how intense her illness and sickness was. And finally, one day, her body gave out last week, and she passed away. I don't have any tears left, because I have been grieving through this, and it's been cathartic. In the past, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't allow myself to feel. I wouldn't allow myself to feel the pain. All I wanted to do was feel good. And going through this is very challenging, because I was close to her. She was my mentor in writing, in the arts, in culture. I was very close to her. She is my aunt. She's not my friend, but she was a very close aunt, almost like a second mother. I can't say enough about her. But if you're in the same situation, and these situations will come up, because we all have family, or how small it may be, we all have family, and they're not going to be here forever, and this is going to pop up. So how I've dealt with it is I've been honest with my family and told them how I feel about everything, and they've seen me sad, and they've seen me struggling, but slowly it's getting better, and I have my family support. In addition to that, I wrote my psychiatrist a memo letting him know what happened, and I let him know that I was around family and I was safe and I'm all right, and please, don't bother getting back to me. You know what they did? somebody in his office read it because they saw the word suicide. So they contacted me, and they thought I was being suicidal. And at first I was angry about it, but really I'm more grateful for it because that gave them an opportunity to call up and check on me, just to make double sure I'm doing okay. So I have these levels around me of accountability, these levels of care, these levels of love. And then I've been talking to my uncle, her husband, and those times have been rough, but they've also helped because I've done my best to help him through this difficult time. And losing somebody you really love is bad. Oh, it's bad. But it's going to happen. Eventually, we will all pass away. Nobody is here forever. And what I do is I do my best to take advantage, not so much take advantage, but to appreciate the people I'm around every day. Appreciate them as much as I can. Because I know that someday I'm going to get that phone call and find out so-and-so may have passed away, or find out so-and-so is battling a major illness. You just never know. So that's all I have for today. Facing and confronting grief. That's what I do. That's what I've done, and that's what has been helpful for me. I'm not suicidal. I have no intentions of killing myself. I feel happy, joyous, and free in spite of my aunt passing away. That is a big difference from my past. Huge difference. Today I get to live, and I hope in your life you get to live too. Thank you so much.